Hello, conscious co-creators, and welcome to this pick a card reading today. Our topic for this reading is sweet serenity. So we're going to take a look at your path to peace. We're going to get main themes for you that's connected to peaceful living. We're going to look at the actual trajectory of your path to peace, get you guidance to restore peace in your life, key themes that you want to pay attention to, and we'll see what kind of signs, symbols, and messages that pop up in your reading that you want to be aware of. This is a two-part reading. The first part is available for you here on YouTube. The second part is available exclusively for Evolve members. And if you're an Evolve member, you can access and watch the extended part of this reading on your Evolve pages. Silver, Gold, and Diamond member watch pages are linked down below. And if you're interested in finding out more about membership, that link is also listed for you in the description. In the exclusive extended second part of this reading, we will be looking at the timing that you want to be aware of. So indication of timing, what to expect as a result of peaceful living, affirmations connected to inner peace, and advice on continuing to invite peace into your life. So we're going to choose 3 cards from this deck. Whispers of Aloha. Do you want this? No. Whispers of Aloha. And I will show them to you so that you can select intuitively which card is right for you. I think they want this top card here, if I can grab it. Okay, and this one. All right. We've got the 3 ready to go. So let's take a look at your card and group options for the Sweet Serenity reading. Option number 1, card number 36, Expression of Gratitude. Add thankfulness to your day. Gratitude energy. Option number 2, group 2. 31, worth the risk. You won't know if it is right for you unless you try. All right, and option number 3, group 3. The card number 1 in this deck, the Spirit of Aloha. This is live with unity, giving, and receiving love. Okay, so there you have it. Your 3 options for the groups for this Sweet Serenity reading. Once you have intuitively made your selection, you can head down to the description and click on the timestamp next to the group or the card that you've chosen, and I'll see you in your reading. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your Sweet Serenity reading. If you're listening to this, you have chosen the first card option here. Card number 36, Expression of Gratitude. Add thankfulness to your day. So this is the theme energy that you have chosen here for your path to peace. So we already know that gratitude is going to be a big like center focal point for you in this group. Expression of Gratitude. This is about opening up your heart and looking around to be grateful for everything you already have, being grateful for things that you perhaps are dreaming about or wanting in the future that you don't have yet. So in your heart, this kind of like explodes. You can even see in this graphic, there's like a waterfall that she looks to be kind of dancing in with a smile on her face. This is about enjoying life, bringing joy to your day, bringing thankfulness to your day. So any kind of gratitude practice is definitely gonna help with this group's path to peace for sure, or peaceful living. If you already have one in place and it feels a little bit like outdated for some reason, or it's just not working, or you've kind of fallen off of it, then I would say this is a good time to switch it up. It's okay to switch up your practices, right? You don't have to do the same thing over and over again. Just because something has worked for you once doesn't mean it's going to continue working. We are shifting beings. So if you've found a little like dis-ease happening or discontentment going on in your life, then you may want to switch up a gratitude practice or add one. It's just the focal point, the theme of peaceful living for you. So now we're going to take a look at the linear line that you have going on for this path to peace. So what can you do? What information are we going to get? Let's take a look at the cards you have. The Ten of Swords and despair. The Queen of Wands and vibrancy. Lovely. Okay. The Four of Cups with meditation. The Queen of Discs. In this deck, this is the Queen of Pentacles with nurture. The Star card. And the Tower. Ooh, okay. Let me make sure you can see all of these. Yep, looking good. Okay, so very interesting line you have here. You can see that it moves, right, in a very distinct way. First, we're starting here with this Ten of Swords, and she has despair on this card. This tells me that you've been going through something probably difficult. Maybe you've been finding it hard to see gratitude in your life, like to be thankful for the things that are going on. Or maybe there's a part of your life that's just causing some major pain or despair, right, or hardship or hurt. A Ten of Swords is a closure of something. So this is good to have at the start because you know that something painful is ending now. She almost feels very restful as well in this depiction, and the swords don't seem to be in her, if you will. They sort of look to be in front of her. Just the way that it's depicted. I mean, there are some pretty like graphic Ten of Swords illustrations. This one feels a bit more peaceful, like the despair is over, it's coming to a close. We're kicking off that linear line, this path here, with the closure of that hardship or that time that you felt perhaps just, you know, hurt, sad, frustrated, confused, definitely having some, like I said, dis-ease or not being at ease. The peace is not feeling like it's there. You can't find it because things are difficult. But as we move forward, all of a sudden you kind of, this looks like a surrender energy to me big time with this Queen of Wands. She has vibrancy here. It's like something gets restored to you. The Queen of Wands is... The character of a Queen of Wands is very connected to her source energy and her power. She allows herself to be inspired. And in this case, particularly for you, Group 1, you can see that she's surrendering over to the cosmos, to source, to her team, to spirit, to gain her power back, basically, to be inspired, to gain her flame back, right? This is a fiery energy. Wands has to do with fire. So this is like reclaiming that power within you to be inspired or to be creative or to be charismatic, to be confident again. I don't know that it happens here necessarily. I feel like this is the invitation of it for you. So you want to be very clear and very open is what I would say. And gratitude may really help you with that. You know, it may be a very helpful tool. But she's got her eyes closed and she's got her hands out with her wand, just waiting to be inspired. So there's this call that needs to happen in this group where you're calling for the inspiration and you're trusting in yourself to be able to like pull off whatever comes, right? Or like move with it however it's going to move, or to like shine your light as it starts to ignite. So there's a trusting energy and a release and a surrender. Then we move into meditation with the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is an interesting card to put after this, right? First we surrender. Now we're moving into this meditative state, which I love that she has meditation on this card for you. A Four of Cups can feel a bit bored. So you may feel like, is anything even happening? Like I've surrendered over, I'm doing my gratitude practice. We're going to get a bit more info for you as well in a few, but you just might go like, okay, now what? What am I doing? It doesn't feel like much has shifted or much has changed. Yes, I feel a little bit of relief. I'm maybe feeling a bit hopeful, but I'm not really sure. I don't feel like anything has specifically changed yet. So I'm telling you that ahead of time, right? So expect that you may just need to move into a meditative state where either you're practicing meditation, and that can be anything. Don't pigeonhole yourself with meditation, right? Meditation is different for everyone. It's not all about just sitting in an Om position, cross-legged with your eyes closed, okay? It could be that you you decide you're going to go on gratitude walks, right? Where you just go and you walk, and that's your meditative experience. Your gratitude practice could be your meditation. The key here is kind of stabilizing yourself, because all of these cups are the same. They're all spilling out something for you. Cups are hearts, right? Cups are emotions. So there's something I feel that needs to kind of spill out of you because of the way this depiction is in order to create this stability within you. So you may have an emotional release that happens, but I just want to warn you that if it feels like nothing has really shifted, don't be fooled. Essentially, don't be fooled. That's not what's going on. Things have shifted. If you've hit this surrender point, the vibrancy is being called back to you, but they're telling you directly that you need to wait for it. You need to expand your point of view, allow yourself to feel whatever feelings you're feeling, right? Allow those cups to spill over. And remember that spirit can come out of nowhere, and they are going to in this group, right? We'll get to that, but spirit can come out of nowhere to provide you with a gift or a message or a sign or an opportunity or a shift that you were not expecting. With the Four of Cups, oftentimes it's like we are so focused on what we don't have or wanting something to be different that we missed the opportunity that's coming in the periphery. So in meditation, you're meant to expand your mindset, expand your consciousness. Don't be fooled by like the material experience. If it doesn't seem to have shifted, if you've surrendered here, this has come to a close, you've surrendered to calling back that inspiration, that purposeful energy, right? That fire back to yourself. And they're saying now it's time to go within. Then we move into a nurturing energy with a Queen of Discs, Queen of Pentacles, and the indication that something is growing. What I would say is you might start to see indication of things on the physical plane, but more likely, this is you starting to shift your behaviors that you're doing, the actions that you're taking to provide yourself with more peace. Because a Queen of Pentacles, she's lovely. She's an independent spirit. She's always kind of growing something, birthing something. She's fertilizing something. Do you know what I mean? She's always growing something. That's why she's pictured pregnant here. But it's about nurturing something to life. And sometimes that happens in a slow pace, especially with an earth energy. So this, I think, is going to shift you into doing some sort of slow action, nurturing yourself, providing yourself with the care that you need, okay? So you see what happens in the meditation state. You're offered probably an insight or an opportunity, and it may come slowly and it may come gently, and that is okay. To learn how to nurture yourself differently, or specifically what they're saying is taking action now. So this is where we start to see you taking action on the physical plane to nurture yourself. So making decisions to put things in place, to put practices in place, to invest in things that are going to help you feel more abundant, feel more prosperous, feel more peaceful. It's going to ground you, this energy, and that's what we want. We have fire, we have water, and we have earth. Beautiful. You have all the suits. Air, fire, water, earth. It's lovely. It's a very nice, balanced energy that they're kind of pulling you out of, recentering you. I love it. And then moving you into action. You're getting the insights, you're opening up, and then you're moving into a slow and grounded action to create this stabilization after this despair, right? We want to slowly stabilize. Then you get two major arcana cards here at the end with this peaceful energy. Now, it's very interesting how this is set up. So nurture, nurture, nurture. If there's something that you feel called to do, go ahead and do it. You don't have to do it fast. You take it easy. You take it slow. You start enjoying your time in your body, in your life. You start enjoying what's around you. Then here we see the hope and the faith restored. So there's going to be this feeling with the star card. You can see now she's looking at that sun or that star in the sky. She's looking at the indication of her dream or her goal now available for her. And it's important for you to recognize that at this point, you're going to start to feel like relief, I think, here. So there's going to be this sense of like, I am on a different track right now. I am on a more serene path, right? That's what we're looking for. And my hope is being restored. I can start to have faith again, not only in myself, but in the dreams that I have for myself. That's what the star card is all about. It's all about your long-term dreams. Feeling like, wait a minute, maybe they can come true. Maybe I am capable, able. Maybe this is going to happen for me. Maybe it's not going to happen in the way that your brain is telling you it needs to happen. Or if you're shooting all all over yourself, right? Like, I should have done this, I should have done that, this should have come to life this way. If it didn't happen already, it should have happened already. You need to pay attention to those thoughts and whether or not they're nurturing. You need to take actions, right, that are in alignment with what is going to nurture your dream to life. And with the Star card here, we see this restoration of faith in yourself and in your path and in your future happen. It's going to feel relieving and grounding. You're getting yourself there nicely. And then the Tower happens. Now, the Tower can be very upsetting. It can be an upsetting energy. But because we're looking at your path to peace, this insight here, or this rearranging that's going to come with this unexpected Tower energy, is going to be, is what's going to bring the peace. It's like, it solidifies it into place, which is really interesting to have a Tower at the end of a peace line. So for you, what you want to look out for here, when your faith is restored, something shifts here. You're either going to have an insight, and I think it's going to ground you even further, because if you look at the depiction of this particular Tower, it is not upset by the lightning bolt. Lots of times the Tower will be on fire, will be crumbling, it will be in ruins, is what Spirit said. This actually is not affected at all. This feels like we have some sort of stable, protective energy, and now the insight is able to come in. So this may be a flash out of nowhere. You may have this understanding or shift in perception that just takes you on this different journey, right? Like, you're perceiving the world differently, and it comes kind of like that. They're saying like a twist of fate. That's what Spirit is saying, a twist of fate. There's no way you're going to be able to kind of prepare for this. I'll just say that if you're going to try to figure it out, it's not worth it to do that. Don't do that. Don't even try to do it, Group 1. With a Tower, it comes unexpectedly straight from the divine. And as I said, I don't believe that this is going to force anything to crumble. I think it's going to reinforce the peace in your life, because it's at the end of this line, and the depiction of the Tower is very stable. So to me, this feels like you're getting insights, you're getting new perspectives, you're perceiving things in different ways. That's creating the peace in your life. If you're doing a gratitude practice, this may just be opening up a channel for this to just come right in for you. And now all of a sudden, instead of, ooh, I'm getting a ringing in my right ear. Yeah, so that's like, sometimes that's confirmation there. Yeah, it's coming out of nowhere, they're saying. Okay. Usually that is confirmation, right? That I am on a peaceful path, or this is working, or wow, I never thought of it like that. And that's that thought process. This gratitude practice opens up the channel to create the peaceful perception, or the understanding, or the wisdom point that you need. So you're going to be fully grounded in peace here, very hopeful, and taking care of yourself in a different way, I believe, in this group. Let's get some more information. Very cool. I would never expect like a Tower to come at the end of a peaceful path line. But like I said, Spirit works in the way they work, and they're prepping you. You can see the preparation for the insight. It's almost like, Group 1, you don't have the channel open. You don't have the energy yet. You don't have the ability to receive it yet. And that's okay. We're all doing that. Like, there's certain things that I am not receiving yet, and it's because I haven't hit the mark, or I haven't done the thing, or I haven't pondered, appropriately yet, or whatever, right? There's a linear trajectory. There are markers, and you can see them kind of like telling you what to do to set up for it. Then this restoration happens, and they're able to bring in the insight that tells you, yeah, like it was peaceful all along. We just didn't realize it, or something like that. And it feels like not a riddle, but let's see what other information we have here for you. A burst of magic. We're just talking about that, yes? This to me feels like it's connected to the queens. You're getting 2 queens, right? Queens are very nurturing. They're very intuitive. They're feminine energy, and they do bring the magic in with their influence. So you may find that you have a few bursts of magic here, here, and here. The burst of magic energy is a blossoming, right? It's like opening up to believe in magic again, to understand that magic is available for you, that everything that you see, that's what I'm feeling like as a predominant energy here for you, is realizing that everything you see in front of you isn't everything there is to understand or know. Shifting the way that you're looking at the world is going to bring peace into your life. Plus understanding that you have been, acknowledging that you have been in some despair or some difficulty, and that is concluding now for you. And so starting to believe in magic. A lotus is like opening up your crown, opening up your energy to be able to welcome in magic, and in particular, little bursts of magic, a little light coming back in, an understanding or an action that pops in, an insight. And here it feels like almost like the ultimate insight coming in to help you. Let's see what else we have. Great big love. Oh, love this. Always love to get this card. It's like a bubble of love, divine love coming in. You can even see. It's like we put this on top of that, you see? The love comes in to hit the crown and creates the magic. So great big love, opening up your heart, plus gratitude. I feel like what this is saying is Spirit doesn't ever give up on you. So if you've been going through a difficult time, as I said, your team's kind of going like, hey, listen, we've always had this love available. We're not ever going to like lead you astray or leave you in the dark. Going through dark times as a human being or going through difficulty or challenges is like not fun, but we're never left by the wayside by Spirit or the divine. And they're bringing this in droves, like multiplying this energy for you. They're helping you to understand that there is great big love available for you at all times. And you can step into that slowly and steadily now. Start to like restore your energy. It's going, as you do that and you start believing in yourself, you're going to see these little twinkles, right? These little glimmers of something more exciting or something better that's available, or an opportunity, or like, sometimes it just comes in like a smile where you're just like, that was funny, or that was nice, or that was kind, or, and those are those little bursts of magic. Every time you see a burst of magic, be thankful for it. It's just going to continue to reciprocate that great big love that is clearly being presented and present in your life. The themes for you to pay attention to are magic and love. Remember that, magic, gratitude, and love. Okay, we're going to look at the Auspicious Symbols deck now, just to see if there's any added signs, messages for you to be aware of that they want to kind of make sure that you know. The I Ching, love this, so coins of any sort. I Ching delivers luck and special answers to your questions about the future. So you may want to get some of these kinds of coins. That's definitely available if it resonates with you. But I would just say coins in general, if you see the I Ching, then that's most certainly a sign that there's probably some magic coming, that you're being supported, that there's some sort of an insight coming, etc. Yeah, coins in general. Luck and special answers to your questions about the future. So, of course, this whole time, hopefully you're talking to, Spirit. You're talking to your Spirit team. You're allowing for them to support you the way that you need. And this is a good sign that, again, they haven't left you. They're here to support you and give you the answers and provide you with the solutions and give you the insights you need. And I mean, you can see that coming in toward the end here big time. Let's see what else we have. Airmid. Powerful healing and a call to herbalism is brought forth by Airmid. So she works with all the plants and the flowers, etc., to be able to provide just the right healing tinctures and combination of like herbs that you may need. This to me feels, this is a healing energy. So this to me feels like you want to be very aware if there's any sort of healing that you're doing, which I'm guessing that you will be doing, group number 1, that you pay attention to she'll be bringing in specific things. Like they could be supplements, or, someone just goes, you know what I just tried? Or you may see something and you're like, why does that feel like it resonates with me? Or why does that feel like I've heard of this before? Or why am I paying so close attention to this? Or you may see something like on social media, something to that effect. You may be drawn to a certain product for some reason. Just pay attention to that, because no matter what kind of healing you are doing, whether it's healing your heart, healing your mind, healing your energy, healing your emotions, right? Whatever it is, having Airmid come in it's to do with like the earth and being able to ground and nurture yourself differently. So this is very connected to when you get into this Queen of Discs, Queen of Pentacles energy, and you're learning to nurture yourself in a way that really works for you. You can call her in if you'd like, in order to be kind of guided in the best direction. Right? Remember, love and magic is available. So she'll be working with that energy. And because you have the I Ching, I mean, there's just this like lining up of like luck and answers and okay, you ask and you shall receive kind of vibe as you're moving forward. So this meditation period may be really amazing for you if you're asking and listening and then doing, and then here, you know, you'll see that I Ching energy again, as well as the answers kind of float in unexpectedly perhaps. To give you what you need, the insights, the perspective, a new way to see the world, a more peaceful way to see the world. All right, well, I hope that this serves you. These are all of the messages I have for part 1 of this reading. If you are an Evolve member, at this point, you're gonna wanna head down to the description and click on the link next to your particular membership. Silver, gold, and diamond links are below, and that will send you to the page where you can watch part 2, where we're going to look at timing, we're going to look at results, we're going to look at affirmations, and more advice for you to continue this peaceful energy and how to navigate it. This was my pleasure to read for you group number 1. What an interesting trek you have here, but I feel like it's nicely laid out step by step. And it's just this beautiful kind of opening where you're inviting a very different energy into your life, and that will naturally cultivate peace and luck and healing for you. So I hope that this serves you. And if you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss any of my future readings, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Give this video a like. If something resonated here with you, then please leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next reading. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your Sweet Serenity reading. If you're listening to this, you have chosen the second card, card number 31, Worth the Risk. You won't know if it's right for you unless you try. So this is definitely kind of a Fool energy. You may feel some like nervousness or anxiety around what it is you're meant to do next, or maybe have some ideas that you want to see how they're going to work out. And, you know, the opposite of peace usually happens with the anxiety of the unknown. Is this going to work out? Is this worth the risk? Is this something I should put my time, energy, invest my money into, invest my thoughts into? Should I keep thinking about this? The energy of this particular card to create peace in your life is all about trying it out. Giving yourself like a platform where you can, or space where you can explore something, discover something, and actually do. That's what taking a risk is all about. It's not about thinking about it anymore, feeling into it. It's about doing. So this is going to be a doing pile for sure. We are going to take a look now at the trajectory of this path of peace for you and what kind of guidance is coming up there. You can see that the major theme that you've chosen here is definitely about doing and risking things. And even when you're uncomfortable, actually putting something into play or trying it out. As I said, exploration, discovery, that's the best kind of vibe to be in when you're looking at taking a risk, because you won't know if it's going to work out, or as the card says, if it is right for you, unless you give it a shot. Okay, let's see what we have here for your tarot cards and your path to peace. Number 1, the King of Discs, which is the King of Pentacles and power, literally with the world in his lap, or the universe in his lap. You've got the 5 of Swords and defeat. The Devil card. Okay, we're starting to see a bit of a theme. Wanting to look out for perhaps. You also have the Princess of Discs, or the Princess of Pentacles, and manifestation. So calling it in. All right. the Princess of Swords and Curiosity. So the princesses in this deck are the pages. And lastly, the Emperor. Wow, look at this lineup for you, group number 2. What did we say about doing? This is definitely a doing energy, along with making sure that you're listening to the insights and the mind and your divine connection. So you're starting with, well, you're starting and ending with 2 pretty powerful masculine energies, right? So the King of Pentacles and the Emperor. Interesting that we're starting from this place and we're kind of closing in this place as well on this path. So when you look at what's going to provide you peace, it's something that you already have. You already have this power within you. You already have the power to do this. You may already been working on this. You may have a solid plan in place. I don't know, yet. We'll find some more information. We can see that it doesn't quite move until we get to these princesses here. However, you're definitely going to be setting something up for yourself. So we start with the King of Discs and this power that you have. The kings are the masters of the suit. So this is the master of the suit of Pentacles. He is a very inspiring leader, working on the physical plane to manifest exactly what it is that he's looking to manifest. He's a great business, owner, entrepreneurial, independent. He works very, very hard and he enjoys his life. He is the representation of you understanding at this point, if you are worried or nervous about things, or if you've been going back and forth in your mind, which we're going to talk about in just a second, that's okay. You're human, but to understand fully that you have all of the tools you need, all of the capabilities, everything that you need to lead your life, you have the power already accessible to you, that you're just going to be putting it into play is the key that you're needing to start with to understand how to cultivate this peace or serenity in your life. So it's not like this is something outside of yourself that you have to go and grab and get. You're working from a mastery position already. So you may have some really amazing skills, talents, experiences to pull from. And Spirit's trying to remind you right off the bat that you already have this going on for you. Then as you can see, we work with a 5 of Swords into a Devil energy. Here, your mind is going to start maneuvering. This may be already happening for you if you've already been working on something. Again, not strange. You're a human being, so it's not weird that your mind is going to pose, certain narratives to try and defeat you, to defeat what you're working on or what you're trying to bring to life or what you're trying to try, right? What you're trying to discover or explore. A 5 of Swords can see us being in massive mental conflict, or we're going back and forth. We're trying to kind of sift through ideas. So think of these swords as ideas or solutions, where you're trying to figure out which one works, and you've got all these crossing ideas, these ideas that are crossing in your mind. And it can cause this conflicting mental energy to kind of, you're engulfed in it. This is all you can think about, trying to figure it out. And it's so conflicting. And how do I do this? And how does this work? And how da-da-da. That's the kind of energy that you want to be aware of coming up here and mitigating it with exploring and doing to discover. Because if you stay stuck in that energy, it's probably going to defeat you. That's what they're telling you. The mental space here, it moves when we get to this energy, which is nice. But coming up on the path right away, it needs to be addressed. You need to be conscious of it, essentially, because the goal of a 5 of Swords is to really start to shift your mind, to find that insight, to focus on something that's working. Maybe the insight that you want to go with is, I already have the power and I'm willing to explore it, right? So this leaves it a bit more open for you, and then you'll start to find solutions around that and have shifts in your mind. But here we have a consciousness around the mental chatter, the mental conditioning, the limiting beliefs, the things that are coming in to defeat you, to tell you, you don't have the power for that. You don't have the skills. You haven't been doing it long enough. You don't have the experience. Why would you even think of doing that? All of those kind of mental narratives are going to be popping up, and then we move into the Devil. So this is another indication of a place where you're meant to claim your power. This card is a very defeating card or empowering card, depending on how you vibe with it and how you resonate with it. So the goal of the devil coming up, especially after a 5 of Swords on your path, is you're going to be checked again. It's going to be very clear to you here. Spirit will make it very clear what is holding you back, what is keeping you stuck. The devil energy is about cyclical patterns, habits, belief systems. It deals a lot with our mental state. How are we keeping ourselves in a prison? Because the devil isn't keeping you in the prison, right? The devil card is actually a very empowering card and a high expression because it hands you the power to say, I'm getting out of this now. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to be imprisoning myself. I'm going to choose differently. I'm going to choose to try. I'm going to choose to discover. I'm going to choose to move. I'm going to do something. So here there's something that has to be shifted, lifted and shifted, they're saying. With the devil energy, you're going to feel this pull to go back into the old narratives, to believe the old conditioning, to believe those limiting beliefs. And your goal is to come from this beautiful power that you have within you, this mastery energy, and defeat this energy so that you can feel empowered. So you're breaking old habits, you're making different choices that are connected to liberation and freedom. And in this case, I would say exploration and discovery as well. Those 2 words are really good because it's like risk reward. Without the risk, you're not going to get the reward here. And so it's scary to take a risk usually, or it might be uncomfortable. And so your mind's going to go into like overdrive, trying to keep you in a comfort zone. To get the peace that you're looking for, you have to move through this energy to defeat your mind, essentially. Or a better way to put it is to work with your mind so that you can acknowledge why it would be saying these things to you, why it's posing this, why you're holding yourself back, so that you can empower yourself to liberate yourself or become free of those old narratives or old conditionings in your mind that are holding you back, those limiting beliefs or those habits or those addictions, right, that you have that might be keeping you stuck. Once you realize you have all the power to shift this and you take action to do that, you move into this new chapter energy, which is happening right here with these 2 princesses or pages. You've got a page of Pentacles and a page of Swords with manifestation and curiosity. Now remember, we're moving into control position. We're coming from power and moving into a space of peaceful control is what I would say. And so that's not the egotistical control that you're going for, right? It's this kind of grounded, centered feeling of I have the power over my life. And you can see why we have to go through and defeat this kind of mental energy, like not be defeated by it, to get to this new turning of the page or new chapter or new insight, which is all going to come here. The manifestation card in the Princess of Discs is about being open to insights about what actions you can take. This is a very physical energy and you're coming from a mastery level in the same suit. So to provide yourself with the peace, you actually have to try things, right? She's going to pull that down, see how it works, see what's up with it. She's going to listen and be very open to creating something, getting her hands in things, or signing up for something, getting involved in something, investing in something. You do it in a balanced way, so you don't want to overdo it, right? But you certainly do not want to pull back into a lazy or procrastination energy here at all. This is about actually physically actioning and trying here. And then the Princess of Swords or the Page of Swords, here's this wonder, discovery, curiosity energy coming in again. You can see she's kind of nicely, peacefully waiting for the insight with her sword. She's holding that sword up and going, show me, tell me, let me know, give me the idea, give me the insight. What am I meant to learn? How can I improve this? What am I meant to do next? It often has like research connected to it. Both of these cards are like, if you have some research that you have to do, go ahead and do it. Absolutely. Go explore it. Find out the information. See what's going on, right? Try it out. And so if you are willing in this area, so you kind of like move through this energy, then you start to get more grounded, more connected here. You're going to start to feel this peaceful energy coming in here where you're like, this is a new beginning. This is like a new space that I can exist in, a new channel that I've opened up for myself where it's still maybe uncomfortable, but it's not out of the question. It's not debilitating for me to think about trying this or doing this or researching this or putting my energy into this or investing in this. this. So here you're a real open channel and a willing participant in what it is you're meant to explore or try out, which is really beautiful. And what that does is it sets you right up to get into this Emperor energy, which makes you feel like you are in this peacefully powerful position in your life where you are in the driver's seat. You're the one who is in control of your destiny, of what it is that you would like to become or create or bring into the world. Okay, it's already happening. The curiosity, by the time you get to this energy, you know, you're the one who's calling for it. And the Emperor really sets their life up so that it suits them and others. It's healthy boundaries, knowing what kind of schedules you like to keep, feeling the sense of grounded authority over your life. And that looks like what is going to create this peace for you, which is absolutely beautiful. When we feel like we don't have the power, we don't have control, and we have other things going on that are really holding us back or keeping us imprisoned, it's really difficult to be an open channel and to begin anew. So you definitely need to realize what you already have going for you, and then be very conscious of what it is that you're thinking, how it is that you're going to kind of view your life, the perception by which you are thinking about the risk, thinking about the future, and what it is that you want, and start asking yourself, how can I free myself from these things that are holding me back? Because it's not as if you don't have the power to begin with, to take the power back. It's like you're literally taking the power back, and this grounds you and creates this serenity for you. If you can move through that, you're going to feel the new chapter, as I said, opening up for you. And a flood of insight will happen here about how to manifest something, what to learn, what skills and tools you might need, how to use the power you already have to set up your life in a different way, or to set up a project, or to set up, a relationship, or whatever it may be. It's very interesting energy. This is like powerhouse energy, and it does involve risk to know without a shadow of a doubt, this is what I want to claim, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to move. The peaceful energy in this group feels very grounded, it's like powerfully grounding energy. It's taking action and intuitive, inspired energy based on this feeling of like, I know who I am, I know what I have to offer, I know what kind of power I have that I'm wielding, and I'm not questioning myself or doubting myself anymore, and I'm super connected to like my physical path as well as my purpose and my divinity. So I'm setting up my life in that way, and it will give you this sense of grounded, peaceful energy. Okay, let's see what we have for some key themes that you're going to want to pay attention to. So far, we have this risk energy, but again, I feel like it's like discovery, exploration needs to be involved in that. The beautiful uncaging card, which is about beautifully uncaging your heart. This is unlocking you, right? This is everything we've been talking about in this area of the path, right? This is realizing you're the one who has the key to this. You can uncage your heart, uncage your abilities, whenever it is that you decide. It's literally up to you, and it is worth the risk to do this. So uncaging, discovery, exploration, beautiful. Let's see what else we have. The land between. Okay, this card always makes me feel like there's this trust that has to happen, right? Like when we're moving and we're kind of sitting here, to me, you're sitting here in this new chapter, right? So we're trying to trek over. We start here, okay? We're trying to get to here. You're literally, on solid ground in both places, which is nice. So you're starting here with the King of Pentacles, and you're moving through the mental uncaging that's happening here and kind of empowering yourself. Then we move into this land where it's like, I am an open channel. I'm willing to try new things. I'm willing to listen for insight. I'm willing to learn what is it that you have for me. And once you get those answers, you trek to set up this new energy, this new life. So you may find yourself feeling like you're floating in the in-between a bit as you move through this path to create the peace that you're looking for. But it feels like if you can lean into it, you'll feel the peaceful energy starting to happen here in the in-between. Uncaging, discovery, And trust. That's what this feels like. Uncaging, discovery, exploration, and trust. Like you'll know when you've made it into the in-between and this is happening, and you'll know when it's time to cross the bridge again and start setting things up. You'll feel the sense of peaceful power. Beautiful. Yeah, right. They're saying, but it's because you've been working on the uncaging piece of it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we're going to use the Auspicious Symbols deck to see if there's any signs, symbols, or messages that Spirit would like you to pay attention to or look out for as you're journeying forward. So we're going to get 2 of these here for you. Okay, first we have the Medicine Buddha. Align with the Medicine Buddha for clearing karma and disease. Interesting. So if you feel like things have been like holding you back and you don't know why, right? I'll say that first and foremost to have the Buddha. You want to look out for Buddhas, depictions of Buddhas, illustrations of Buddhas, Buddha statues. You know, if you're seeing that, it's connected to this peaceful energy, the serene energy. If you feel like things have been holding you back and you're not exactly entirely sure why, they may be connected to balancing out karmic energy for you. And so the Medicine Buddha is really helpful if you've been feeling like you've been held back by sickness of any kind, right? Like they're saying disease. And that doesn't have to be like literal. Someone says, you have this disease, and it could be something that's going on and on, a cycle that you have going on and on in your mind. You know, this is beautiful. The Medicine Buddha is helping you with the beautiful uncaging energy, which is lovely. That's what you want. So you can, maybe you want to look up the Buddha energy if you are feeling called to it, if there are certain quotes that you want to keep around to help this stay in alignment with your energy and focus as you move forward and as you are uncaging things or discovering new things about yourself, or maybe you're getting insights about why you've been holding yourself back, what's been going on. And this is going to help you clear that karmic energy that may be attached to that, because sometimes that happens. Sometimes we're just like held back by certain things that we don't really understand. Like, this doesn't seem to fit in my timeline or my storyline, and I'm wondering where it comes from. It could be that you have karma coming in from a past life that you're resolving and you're trying to hit a marker there. There's kind of no conscious way for you to really know that until you hit it. It could be that you are, this is part of your life lesson, balancing out the karma, and so you keep getting kind of hit with these challenges in order for you to take, in this case, your power back for sure, to be able to overcome or balance that karmic energy. But the Medicine Buddha is the perfect energy for you to have. So as I said, any symbolic energy around Buddhas are going to be of service to you. Group 2. And Fortuna. Ooh la la, yes. 33. This is master teacher energy. So yeah, definitely the Buddha is a master teacher coming in to help you. The chance is yours. Worth the risk. Spin the wheel as luck is presently on your side. Another card of a twist of fate, of fortune, of risk paying off here. So this is definitely something that you want to do. It's like exploring the in-between, discovering what it is that you're being called to, uncovering certain things that may have been holding you back. I love that you're getting Fortuna here. It also feels with the 33, I always equate that to like master teachers. So you've got high level guides coming in to help you. If it's not Buddha and that's not resonating with you, then ask for your master teachers right now. Fortuna is a wonderful master to have on your side. So you can literally be talking to her, calling her in if you'd like. If that's something that you feel like aligned with, she may be the perfect guide for you right now. But this is just an indication of fortune on your side. So if you're seeing wheels, if you're getting Wheel of Fortune in any of your spreads, so if you're seeing that come up, if you watch readings or you pull for yourself, that's part of this, right? Spinning the wheel, the shift in the wheel of life, the shift in the wheel of fortune for you. Also, the chance energy, the risky energy is included in this. If you see a cornucopia, you can see she's also blindfolded, which is telling you like you're not gonna be able to fully see what's coming up ahead. And being open to exploring in that state as opposed to needing to know everything before you even take the risk or before you even embark upon the path. You have to try, right? You're not going to know if it's right unless you actually try. Luck is presently on your side. So this is a very fortunate outcome that is going to happen. It's beautiful energy if you're willing to like reclaim your power, set up your life in a different way, kind of heal certain things, uncage your heart, uncage your mind, set yourself free and be open to exploring and discovering. This is a beautiful result that you've got going on here where you feel this peaceful power and control over your own existence, your path, and where it is that you're headed. So these are all of the messages I have for you, group number 2, for part 1 of this reading. I hope that it serves you. If you are an Evolve member, at this point in the reading, you're going to want to head down to the description box and click on the link next to your particular membership to head to your membership page where you can watch part 2, the exclusive second part of this reading, where we're going to be looking at timing and what you can expect as a result of tapping into this peaceful living energy, affirmations connected to inner peace, and more advice on continuing to invite this peace into your life. And I would go as far as saying peace and fortune. So it was my absolute pleasure to read for you today. If this resonates with you, please give this video a like, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and leave me a comment down below. I will see you in the next reading. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your sweet Serenity reading. If you're listening to this, then you have chosen the 3rd card option here. This is card number 1 in this Whispers of Aloha deck, the Spirit of Aloha. Live with unity, giving, and receiving love. They have asked me to read from the book. For those of you that are familiar with the energy of Aloha and the premise and the understanding of it, it is literally the breath of life. So giving and receiving in unity with the material world and the spiritual world working together within you, outside of you. You're just sort of like the conduit for it, and understanding you're always at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing as the Spirit of Aloha works through you and with you. But they've asked me to read just in case some of you are not familiar with it. So that's great. I'm going to read for you. Aloha is a fluid connection between the material world and the spiritual world. The Hawaiians believe this energy is a part of you. When someone is in pain, it becomes your pain. When someone experiences joy, it becomes your joy. You respect all elements of the good which is in everything, and everything becomes an aspect of you. You take only as needed from nature and others. Nature, the ocean, and the air are part of your charge to value and guard. These are the measures required to reside in Aloha. Aloha is the breath of life, or the existence of your breath in your body. Aloha is an approach to living and treating yourself and those around you with love and reverence. It starts with learning how to love yourself and then spreading that love to those close to you, friends and strangers alike. So this is clearly your path to peace, is getting into the spirit of Aloha. It's a reciprocal energy that you're looking to embody, essentially, if you have chosen this group. Now we're definitely going to get some more information about how this is going to move for you, how you can kind of step into this understanding and this wisdom and this knowledge that has been around forever, right? This is definitely not a new concept, and it, for you in this group, is your road to peace and connection and unity. So much love and reciprocity in this group. Okay, I think that's 6. We're looking for 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, one more. Not quite. There it is. Thank you. Okay, let's see where we're starting here on your path to peace. The 9 of Swords and fear. No wonder why we needed this card, right? The 5 of Discs, or 5 of Pentacles, and destitution. The King of Swords and authority. Very nice. Okay. The Ten of Swords and despair. So we're seeing the closure of that energy. Lovely. The Princess of Swords and curiosity. This is the page in this deck. And finally, the Four of Wands and celebration. A wonderful place to land here. True aloha, they said. True aloha there. Let me see. Yep. Okay, good. You can see all these cards. So let's start at the beginning. We're getting a Nine of Swords and the fear energy. So a Nine of Swords is quite a difficult card. We will see it resolved here, as you can see, which is nice. This is a lot of mental energy. So the Spirit of Aloha for this group seems to be happening predominantly in your mind, your connection with nature, your connection to the divine. So how do we exist in this world, this material world, with our connection intact, with the divine wisdom guiding us? How can we release our fears and our worries and our anxieties and our stresses to be able to live in this kind of spirit and claim the peace that is already yours, right? This energy is like, this is already available to you, and now it's your opportunity to claim it and to not just do that, but to explore it and to celebrate it. That's what's happening in this line. So we're starting with the stress. The acknowledgement of mental stress, this indicates usually sleepless nights can be happening. Maybe you're not getting enough rest or your mind just won't stop. It's like worrying about things, feeling the energy of anxiety about the unknown, stressing out over things easily, not being able to put something to bed is what they just said, not being able to put it to bed. So it's like running over and over on a track in your mind, perhaps. And as we move forward, we see this showing up on the physical plane as well with the Five of Discs. So the energy of a Nine of Swords tells us that these fears need to be put to bed. And as I said, we are going to see this. But as you move forward, you may find that you're starting to see those stresses and those limitations showing up in your world, right? This destitution energy or the low expression of a Five of Discs or a Five of Pentacles often involves lack energy. It will feel like something is missing. You don't have the key that you need. You don't have the understanding that you need. You want something to change, but you don't know how to change it. You're trying to search for and seek, what can I do? Am I going to be left in the cold? Is this all there is? Is this ever going to change, etc.? Is anyone going to take me in? Is anything going to happen here that's going to be positive? The high expression of this card is a shift in the physical condition. And it comes from this kind of spirit, this understanding that there is something that I do want to say, side note. When reading this and kind of understanding this energy, if you are an empath, so if you're naturally empathic, meaning you're walking around the world with very open energy, especially affected by your emotional body. So you're taking in things that other people are experiencing. When someone feels joy, you feel joy. When someone feels pain, you feel pain. That can be detrimental to your health and your mental well-being. You need to do a check if that's what's going on for you here, just to start off with, because it is affecting your mental state. If that is the case, it's affecting your spirit. It's affecting kind of like the divine channel, right? Because you're worrying about somebody else's stuff. And it's not to say that you're not a part of them as well. You're whole, right? Like you are a part of someone else and you're also an individual. But to take on someone else's stressors and worries is not a benefit to you or them. So if that is you and that's going on, and this side note is for you, the consciousness around how it is you're carrying other people's wounds or worries or stresses or anxieties is very important. You need to have your own energy protected. So here it could be putting you into a state of lack, worrying about somebody else, worrying about their stresses, right? Either way, this high expression is going to ask you to take your power and shift your experience, shift your physical condition, right? This is a physical card, earth energy. We have all swords here, and then you've got pentacles and wands, one of each. Predominantly mental, predominantly divinely connected, predominantly need to find out the truth about things, get clarity around things, predominantly air energy. And the Spirit of Aloha, of course, works with air, giving and receiving that reciprocity through the air-like energy, air and water. We have no water here. It's interesting. The Five of Discs, as I said, in a high expression says, I have the power to change my situation, to change my circumstance. I'm the one who can evoke change in my life. I am not destitute. Okay, so you're going to be called sort of to task here to realize and ask yourself, what is it that I can do to change my experience, to cultivate more peace and, in this case, celebration in my life, right? How can I embody the spirit of aloha? What can I do to feel more united, to feel more love, to feel more, unity and love, to feel more connected? And here you'll be asked to kind of take those actions. Now, if you're just questioning at this point, when we move into this King of Swords energy, you're working with the master of the suit of swords, of air. So you're going to receive the truth and the understandings that you need. You see, you become an authority over your own mental state and over your own divine connection. This is the start of peaceful energy coming in. So this is the beginning. You're moving to this mastery level where you're starting to understand more clearly that you have the ability to have power over your thoughts and your mind, to start to embody this kind of an understanding with the spirit of aloha, where the reciprocity energy, the giving and receiving portion of the show, that your spirit moves with the spirit of all of those around you and with the spirit of the divine, and you can allow that to move you on the physical plane. The King of Swords is all about trusting in his connection, getting very clear truths, like mitigating illusion, not being fooled anymore by what might be holding him back, not being fooled or sitting in worry. Shame, they're saying. Shame. You can see he almost looks like he's contemplating here. The King of Swords is a very intelligent, powerful leader. He is a very concise leader. He's smart. He's strategic. He knows what he's going after. When he feels that in his gut, when he knows it in his soul, when it's true and clear to him, he has no problem strategizing and getting things in place to be able to open up and get things moving or to take action on it. So this energy here is when you're going to start to kind of go, okay, it's like alignment happens. Mastery alignment, true divine alignment, where you're listening differently and you're understanding differently truth for you. What is true for me? What can I do? What do I need to put in place in order to be able to do that? How can I embody the spirit of this in a high degree? You also may be using your intellect and your mind in a different way. Here we move into the closure of this energy now. So you're going to feel the relief with the Ten of Swords coming in to conclude that portion of the experience, the stress, the worry, the anxiety. This authority over your mind and your connection and the truth and clarity here is going to provide you with the ability to say, this is over now. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not thinking in this way anymore. You may feel the despair starting to really move into the past for you, and a peaceful energy kind of moving through you. You have consecutive cards here. So this is a 9, a 10, and then this is a Page of Swords. So you're moving directly from the closure of this energy because you've taken authority over your mind into, look at how peaceful she looks. This state of openness, of reception. Now you're ready to receive the answers, the solutions, the insights. I think this is going to be taking power over your mind, and this will almost start to happen automatically for you, where it closes out now. It has no choice but to close out. You're looking at your experience differently. You're not worrying about other people's stuff. You're looking at your situation in a way that seems a bit more light, perhaps they're saying. So like a bit more hopeful. You may have some faith coming in. A certain truth that you've been able to align with or understand may just completely close out this chapter for you. And it's beautiful because then you enter into and walk into a brand new chapter with this Princess of Swords or this Page of Swords, where you open up your channel to be curious about what's next, to be curious about, in this case, what you can celebrate or what you can commit to or what feels right for you. This is where you're going to really feel the relief, and then this new beginning where you're operating from a peaceful place, a more serene place, a more receptive place where you're operating with the spirit of aloha, because I think it's just because you better understand it. It's not that you just understand it intellectually, but you understand it now. Perhaps in your physical being, you feel a release or a relief, like it's over. This hardship, this fear, this stress, this anxiety, it's left me. It's left me now. And now I can open up and just be wondering about things, to be this kind of open channel for new insights, new explanations, new perspectives, new reception points, right? Understanding things differently. Look how she's receiving the energy, and you've got this owl here. It's like receiving the wisdom. This is going to continue. And what I believe will happen here is this very grounding, beautiful card, a Four of Wands. It's a point of celebration. It's a marker of celebration. So not only are you going to be better aligned in a different kind of energy and understanding, in a more serene and peaceful, receptive kind of giving and taking with the spirit of aloha, the spirit of life, the spirit of the universe, right? Together. But because you have such an open channel, the clarity will come in, and you're not going to be afraid to make new commitments, to celebrate, to think differently, to do differently. You may find that you are just kind of gifted, like you're open to receive. So it's like you're gifted these opportunities that you're going to say yes to here. The Four of Wands is a marker, as I said, of celebration and commitment. So it's very positive. It's like I'm committing to what feeds my spirit, to what is completely aligned with me, and honoring my truth and the understanding of what it is I truly want, leaving behind the worries that I used to have. So really, you have to go through the acknowledgement of the fear and the worry, and the fact that you have the power to shift your experience before you move into this like opening up of your channel and authority energy that closes out that chapter for you and lets you open up a new one where new commitments, new connections, unity energy. This is the marriage card. Maybe you're getting, meeting someone new or getting married, maybe buying a new home. This is like, I like this. It feels like I want to cut this, opening a new business, opening something new, committing to something new, making an investment in something new, where you feel like, this is the aligned choice. It's very positive. And it feels like a lot of this is happening in your mind for you. So that's really where our focus is. The spirit of aloha and the understanding of that is going to be an integral part of creating this peace and serenity in your life. And then feeling really grounded and beautifully peaceful and connected to your spirit and your truth in making new commitments and celebration points. So new things to celebrate, bringing joy into your life. We're going to look at some key themes to pay attention to. Obviously, we already have reciprocity energy, unity energy, love energy coming in. This and this one. Let's see what we have here. Waking the Lion at 19. Look at that power. Lions always have to deal with like courage, bravery, strength, power. It's 19-10-1. So I feel it's definitely connected to, and look, this is the one card. It's connected to this energy here, this 10 of Swords. It also is confidence is the word they're showing. So confidence, having more confidence in your life and your life path and what it is that you're willing to give and receive and what it is that you're willing to accept into your life. This seems to be happening as this old narrative closes out and these fears go away. Now you're feeling the strength and the courage to move forward in a different way, to commit in a different way, to welcome in something very different. It's like a boost of confidence happens. Let's see what else we have. The Land Between, another group got this card as well. The Land Between is always like there's a waiting period. So you can see where that is here. Maybe this whole energy here, because you're going to make your mark or stake your claim on this side. So it's like we're moving from here with all of our worries and making our way over with the understanding that like, oh my God, this is scary, but I'm not being left alone. I am being guided. It's safe for me to kind of come here and stake my own claim and stake my power. That's what it feels like, to reside with my insight, to use my mind. You let this be relieved, you open up, and now you can cross over. Once you have the insight here about how it is to move forward or what it is that you want to align with, you can cross to the other side and stake your claim and celebrate. To me, this feels like power, confidence, unity, receptivity, reciprocity. This feels like alignment, like you're coming to this space to realign yourself with the truth. And then that allows you to release it, and you listen for the insight in the new chapter, and then you embark upon it. And here you stake your claim. You make new commitments in this new land. But you've got to be comfortable and trust in the land in between, especially if some illusions or fears are kind of being shown to you in a different way. It can be unsettling, you know, to go like, but that's how I've always thought, and you're saying it's not true? What do you mean it's not true? I thought that, you know, because you can be in a victim state with this kind of energy. Like when you realize you've had the power all along, it can be overwhelming, okay? And so just be a willing participant to stay in this land in between and regain your confidence and your courage and your bravery to walk to the next land when you have the insight. It's okay to, it's like, it's safe to wait in this kind of like surrendered position as long as you need to get the clarity that you're looking for. You may have some processing to do if you're releasing old fears, stresses, harmful things that have happened, you know, difficult things, challenges, hurtful, despair things that have gone on in your experience. You may need to sit in the land in between for a bit, but it's to regain your courage, to regain your insight, to regain the truth and align with it there so that you can cross the bridge and kind of start anew. Go like, this is what I want. This is what's aligned. This is what I'm willing to put my time, energy, focus into. This is what I'm willing to put my attention into here. So take all the time you need in the in-between is what I would say, group 3. Because you're waking this energy within you. Very fiery, connected to the wands. You're waking this confidence to forge a new path or stake a new claim. Okay, we're going to just take a look with the Auspicious Symbols deck now for you at any signs, symbols, or messages that Spirit would like you to look out for or to keep in mind. Gonna get 2 here. Woo! And that floated all the way across the room. So let's take a look at this one first, and then you're gonna have to give me a minute and I'll grab that one. Ooh, the Hopi hand. I love this. The sacred hand of spiritual power and healing is waving over you now. Oh my gosh. This energy is going to point you in the right direction. It's going to help you transform. Look for the spiral is what I would say. If you see a hand with a spiral on it, that's a direct right line, obviously. But I would look for the indication of spirals just to help you understand that this is moving, this is shifting, you are calling something back. And that there is a healing that is happening. Something is closing out for something to begin. There is this vulnerability that comes with the lion energy. It's like the strength within you starting to bubble up. You're waking it up inside of you so that you can be vulnerable. Tell yourself the truth. You know, unlock these kind of illusions, like unbox them or reveal them. And then you have to have the bravery inside of you, the courage inside of you to go like, I am going to tell myself the truth. And as you do that, you're going to start to see the arrows. You're going to start to see growth. You're going to start to see the transformation happening. This spiral of life, this aloha energy working for you. Okay, let me go grab that card. Okay, I'm back and I have the card. So let's take a look. 21 and the green man. Wow, look at this other, more indication of growth, transformation. It's happening on both. Merge with the energy of the green man to reawaken your connection to earth and the environment. And we remember what was said in the Spirit of Aloha card, kind of honoring nature. You're not taking too much from the natural world. So the green man makes me feel like part of your transformation and kind of being able to get into a peaceful celebratory energy of where you're going and what your life is from here on out, right? After coming out of the land in between, maybe in the in-between, you're accessing the green man to be able to merge with nature. You may want to kind of like go out into natural environments, connect with nature. You may find that you have insight and a divine channel that opens up much more quickly there. Things are more clear in nature, especially because, you know, you're literally getting the green man. But this just feels connected to your transformation energy for sure. And a connection to the earth and the environment. So like, not taking too much, not giving too much. It's like just the right amount and trusting that you are giving and receiving love everywhere you go. So you may want to do environmental practices even. I will go so far to say that if that resonates with you, the green man will guide you to that. So like becoming part of something that has to do with nature, like you're planting trees or you're cleaning something up or you're planting something in a garden or something like that. Maybe you're using natural remedies and connecting to the environment or looking to the environment. You may make commitments that have to do with nature just to help you heal, because this energy together is like healing naturally or healing with the power of nature. And the Spirit of Aloha, of course, embodies that energy. You're working with the natural world as well as the material world and the spiritual world all together, just giving and receiving from one another to help inform you, right? To help guide you and to help you guide others as well. So take this as it resonates. If you feel called to nature, I would say don't hesitate to get yourself out into nature and to connect there. It's only going to serve you in your healing and in your connection. Beautiful energy for you, group number 3. These are all of the messages that I have for you for part 1 of this reading. I hope that this serves you. If you are an Evolve member, at this point, you're going to want to head down to the description box and click on the link next to your particular membership, and that will send you to the page where you can watch the exclusive extended part 2 of this reading. We're going to look at timing that you're meant to be aware of, what you can expect as a result of this kind of peaceful living energy, affirmations connected to your inner peace, and more advice to continue to invite peace into your life. What a wonderful trajectory you have here, group number 3. It is definitely the release of something that feels that's been weighing heavy on you and reclaiming your power, using your mind and your connection to inform you in a very different way, kind of aligning with your truth, being in total alignment with the Spirit of Aloha, unity, calling back your courage, and being able to come out of this with insight about yourself, exploring yourself a bit differently and your path a bit differently, and being this open channel. It's like taking the authority back over your mind, and in the end, you're making these beautiful, grounded, and peaceful commitments that you're feeling so good about. It's like the healing is available, the transformation is happening in a way that you feel so much more confident and connected. So again, I hope that this serves you. It was my absolute pleasure to read for you. If something in this reading resonated with you, please give this video a like and make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and feel free to leave me a comment down below. I will see you in the next reading.